jamming is so important to me. When I was growing up playing, like that's all I would do if it was just by myself or with friends or my brother. Just fucking make up whatever comes to your mind. It's what makes you become a better musician because it allows you to just, feel the beat, feel the music, especially when you're playing with someone, you can carry them and then they can change it up. It just makes you become the best musician because you're just doing whatever you can want to do. And like it's the best way to practice fills and but I got that on record.
You're welcome.
What's it like tripping on acid? Acid's fucking funny, dude. I remember like one time me and Ramsey got together and we went to a Drunk Mom show, and another band that I absolutely love was playing, Grim Rhythm, and didn't think we were gonna take acid that night, but Ramsey brought some and we had it cut into a quarter, and we took it and we're like, fuck yeah, let's go watch the end of the Drunkie set, and it was so much fun. I just remember looking at Ramsey dancing, having the time of his life, and I just couldn't wipe the smile off my face. And then we went down to the bar to get a drink. At that point, it had been like 40 minutes, and I was just like, oh, I don't really feel anything. I don't think it's kicked in yet. So I went to the bar, ordered a drink, and then I got it, and as soon as I turned around, it fucking hit me. And I remember walking out the back, and I was like, oh my god, this feels way stronger than any other tab I've had, or quarter I've had. And then I remember sitting down finding Ramsey, and I was sitting there and I was like, dude, I'm fucking really high, like how are you feeling? And he's like, yeah dude, super high. I forgot to tell you, this is double strength acid. So we just fucking got super high, and I've only done acid like 4 or 5 times, so to me it was just like extremely overwhelming. I was just like, holy shit, this is so crazy. So I said to Ramsey, like, fuck man, we gotta get out of here, let's just bail on the gig. I can't go upstairs and watch Grim Rhythm, I'm gonna freak out. Let's just go for a walk. So he's like, where do you want to go? So I was like, I know a spot, it's on the hill in Clifton Hill, next to the skate park. Let's just go up there and we'll like, just talk and hang out and smoke ciggies, listen to music. So we start walking down there. We managed to go to a supermarket and get a bottle of water. And we were walking in there, and I was just looking around. I was like, oh man, this place is fucking trippy right now. We managed to get out of there. We headed up to the hill. I was sitting up there, and the walk there was just hilarious. Like, we're just laughing our heads off, having the best time. We get to the top, and we're looking out, and we can see the skyline of the city and all the lights. And at the bottom, it looked like a reflection of water. And we're just like, dude, are we fully underwater now? Are we swimming or are we drowning? It was just fucking so much fun. And I just remember like, oh man, I gotta take a shit really badly. So we went over to the toilet. And I'm sitting there, and meanwhile I can hear Ramsey just singing outside, and then his voice kind of got distant, so he must have gone for a bit of a walk. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at the ground, and there's like this splatter of paint that's kind of assembled into a face. And because I was so high, it turned into like a demon face, and I was just talking to him like, fuck off man, I'm trying to shit, like stop looking at me, this is crazy. And then I thought Ramsey had come back, so I was just talking to the door like, yeah man, I'll be out in a minute, just wait. And anyway, I come out, and he's not even there. He's like fucking ages away, just still singing in the corner. It was so much fun. Tripping on acid's so much fun, dude. used to listen to a lot of Hendrix when I was growing up, and I still do. But that's what used to encourage me to jam, because when you watch their live shows, they will play their song, but it's, after the chorus, they'll just go into a 2 to 3 minute jam, and they're just playing whatever they want to play. Hendrix is soloing, Mitch Mitchell's doing crazy drumming, and Mitch Mitchell is like my favorite drummer, so watching him play just encourages me to jam as much as possible. There's also like a really good example. It's like Brian Auger, this musician from the 60s. He has a song called Happiness is Just Around the Corner. And like, if you don't know that song, you should check it out, because halfway through, they just go into this crazy jam. It's just a straight beat. Drummer's just taking it easy, but really feeling it. It's kind of funky. And then there's just lots of keys and organ, and then towards the end there's like percussion. And it's just a good example of like a fucking nice jam song. Every time I've done acid, I've done it with Ramsey, and I think it's just because like he's the best person to do it with. If you're feeling fucked, you know he knows how to calm down the situation, but he's just like got the best attitude towards it, and he always comes up with good ideas. And like one time at his house in Lorne, he's like, "We should have a jam," and I was like, "Hell yeah, I'd love to," and it wasn't too long after we'd just taken acid, but I was feeling really good and in the mood and energetic, and I was like, let's just do some crazy shit. And I really wish we recorded it because that was one of the best jams I've ever had. It kind of turned into like a Frank Zappa vibe, and we're just doing all this obscure shit, and I was just playing like beats I've never played before, and Ramsey's doing some fucking sick guitaring, and we're just looking at each other, eye contact, just like, what the fuck are our hands doing, man? Like, what are we actually doing? But it sounds so fucking sick. Playing on acid is just ridiculous, man. It's like all those bands back in the 60s, like Jefferson Airplane and Hendrix and shit, taking acid before they play. I don't know how they managed to do it without their fucking, like, thinking that their hands are falling off or something, because once that kicks in, you're just all over the place and you don't even know what you're doing. But we made some fucking cool music that day, and I'd love to do that again.